one of the first books I read, getting into business as an entrepreneur. So it was an honor to cross paths with you today. And Michael, Mr. Gerber, I'd like to ask you just a couple questions. First off, how did you get started? When did you first realize you were an entrepreneur?
Well, I never really realized I was an entrepreneur. I just realized that I was passionate about overcoming the problems small business owners experienced. And in the process of trying to do that, trying to transform the state of small business worldwide, as we put it in my first company. This is years and years and years ago. You weren't even born then, I think.
Probably not.
Probably not, yeah. This was in 1977. I realized that most people were failing in business. And they were failing in business because they weren't really entrepreneurs. They were technicians suffering from an entrepreneurial seizure. So a guy knows how to do graphic design, or a woman knows how to cook, or a mechanic knows how to fix a car, and they each jump to the conclusion that because I know how to do that, I know how to create a business that does that. Entrepreneurs don't do that. Entrepreneurs, if they do that, are making a serious mistake. So I'm saying to your young folks out here in the audience that don't do that. Don't go to work in your business. Go to work on your business. And take that to heart, because it's really, really, really serious. Over 70,000 companies we have worked with since that time when I started my company. 70,000 in 145 countries. Everybody makes the same mistake, and the same mistake can be cured by understanding how entrepreneurs think.
And so what is the difference, the main difference between an entrepreneur who's working on their business versus in their business? Let's say they have a company and they're doing the things that you're saying. They're maybe chasing their tail. They're not really an entrepreneur. What's the biggest thing that stands out that you see?
Well, the biggest difference is something that I'm actually building today, and it's called the true entrepreneur is a master of business design. A true entrepreneur designs a great company. Designs it visually, designs it emotionally, designs it functionally, designs it financially. The company is separate from the individual. The company has a life all of its own, and the entrepreneur invents that life. And that life is meant to serve someone, some very, very specific someone who's got a problem they can't solve. So great companies are designed to solve a problem somebody probably doesn't even know they got, but they're suffering from it. All the entrepreneur does is repattern it in a way that we can see it, design something to serve it, to fix it, and to go beyond it.
Amazing.
The technician goes to work. So the technician's business isn't scalable. Because if the technician dropped dead today, there is no business. It's gone. So effectively, the gentleman who's taking our picture here is 14 years old. He's taking the picture here with a camera, and he's a cameraman, and he says, hell, I'm going to go into business doing this. And I'm saying, now we've got him going to business with a camera, doing it, busy, 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 busy. But he's not inventing a new solution to everybody who would get a camera and go to work in his own business. He's simply working for a living. And we get old doing that.
Right. So creating a system, creating something that you can leverage your time on is what you're saying.
Absolutely. I say in the dreaming room, it's creating a dream, a vision, a purpose, and a mission. And each of those have a definition. So a dream, a vision, a purpose, and a mission, entrepreneurs do that. Everybody else doesn't. And the everybody else who doesn't creates a broken business.
So one other question for you is, you are working with an entrepreneur, and say you were to give me advice. I'm passionate, I'm young, excited. What's one thing that you can recommend for me to move closer to my passion, to help discover that, to, I believe that you can't operate in business without a severe passion for what you're doing. So what would you recommend that I do to help me move towards my passion?
Are you really ready for this?
I'm ready. I want to hear it. Yeah, absolutely.
The first word is stop.
Stop.
Stop. You can't get there from here. Stop and begin again. And I call it a blank piece of paper in beginner's mind. Stop. You can't get there from here. Begin again. It's about new code. It's not about fixing old code. All these things we're talking about in here are all pretending to help you fix old code. And I'm saying it's a complete waste of time. Now, I've been fixing old code for years, but you got to understand it doesn't doesn't finally do what needs to be done. It doesn't really awaken the entrepreneur within. It just motivates the technician to work harder, faster, with better technology, with this, with that, thinking, if I do that, something's going to happen. Yeah, the only thing that's going to happen is you drive yourself crazy. That's what's going to happen. And me. And please don't do that. I'm too old for this.
Awesome. Mr. Gerber, thank you so much for the interview. Go out there and pick up, this book is amazing. Every entrepreneur should read it, The E-Myth. And Mr. Gerber's new book, The Most Successful Small Business in the World, in stores now. Thank you, Michael Gerber.
Thank you. My pleasure. Thank you.